Rolling. Who's ready? Moving.
Mom, make Dad tell the story right.
That's what really happened.
Phenomenal.
You can get it cutting a log or walking the dog. You can get it any old how. Matter of fact, I got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Victoria Bitter.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that smooth toffee ice cream in the centre. Or that whole delicious golden K-Time taste.
Hard to have a gay time on your own.
I'm Danny, and I'm here to call out all you crack pack bitches. You think I don't see you there? I'm the OG of this shit. But you come after the king, you better come correct. I'm Danny, motherfucker. Who are you, crack pack? You smoke crack. You better watch your back.
I am a maverick. I am a savage. I am a legend. I am a madman. You never know what I'm going to do next. I am a mad lad.
What is up, all you mad lads, bogans, CGers? Who else is out there? Mad Whams? We have a couple of Mad Whams in the chat. I'm sure we do. There's a Mad Wham right here, my own wife. How the bloody hell are you all going tonight? I hope you are very well. We have a fun show tonight. Interesting things, cool things going on. Apparently, my campaign was scheduled to end today. But that was just because that's what I sent it. That's what I said it as when I started the damn thing. But we're not going to end it today. We are going to extend it at least till the end of the month, I think. I think that should do it. I added some silly things to the campaign. I don't know if you got an email. I don't know if I'm going to sell any. I think they're fun. I know some people think they're dumb, but whatever. It's magnet time. You know, Gary G. You know it is. We're going to go through that shortly. We're also going to check out some fun, and I have the most fun looking at stupid idiots on the interwebs, dealing with pop culture, dealing with comics, and I hope you do too. Eric Grant says he didn't get an email. That's okay. We'll go through it. There's a secret code. There's a secret code I have for you all who have already backed, because I don't want you paying shipping twice. Obviously, if you do want to get your hands on a magnet or 10. But before we do any of that, we must stand on tradition. And can I say, it is, oh no, Jeremy, I failed you. Jeremy Burtz is first. And I thought, oh yeah, obviously I've got Jeremy's avatar locked and loaded. I forgot it's 2023, new year, new avatar. Jeremy, I will get you sorted for next time, my friend. So Jerberts, as SDA calls him, is first, but with his old avatar. I will get that figured out. I apologize, Jeremy. Already slacking on the first front. We're also joined by American Comics. We've got David G. Jason Smoot in the house. Let's go. It's great to see Smoot here. Charlie Chan's here. Who else? Natma Relnam. I feel like that's some kind of I feel like that's some kind of what is it when they mix the letters up? Maybe it's your name. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being racist. He says "pucktastic" is exactly the word I'm looking for. I am trademarking that. I just came up with that. Just now, and I think you're right. Pucktastic. I hate to use the word POC. Ugh, it sends shivers up my spine. But I'll use the word pucktastic, as in this show is totally pucktastic. Meaning diverse and inclusive and stunning and brave. So yes, I will be using that. Hello, Bretsky the Great, Eric Grant, Mo Biggs. Mo can't make it again tonight too. It's going to be rough. 2 nights without Mo, but he's the Golden Wrenchy winner when he comes into the chat to let you know he won't be here tonight. What a legend. There's my lovely wife Mel. Who else we got here? We got John, newly minted wrench here in the chat. I'll just hello to Sean-Fair Schnelly. That's why I started saying hello, darling, because I just wanted to not say your name because I don't know what all this is. There's too many consonants in that thing. David G's in the house. 80s mate, how you going, buddy? Who else? Who else do I spy here? We got 61 people watching. Hail, Norin. It's never enough for these woke tards. This article I've got pulled up is just Chef's kiss over at CBR. Hail, Jeremy. Who else we got here? Scrolling down. I apologize. I won't be able to say hello to everyone because there's too many and we have to get the show started. Adam Kemba, our very own CG Santa. I guess I need a wrench since Mo won't be wrenching. Jay, considering your history of subterfuge, no, you get a wrench. I think you get a wrench, Jay Ryan. And now that I know your true identity is Bullet Ninja Haggleman, I think you've earned it. Where is it? Hold on a sec. Jay Ryan, aka what does your boy Zach say? Government name, Bullet Ninja Haggleman. You are now a wrench, my friend. Congratulations, Owen, Phil, Diaz, Zaid. We're getting a Zaid raid. Hello, Zaid raid. Everybody make sure you are subscribed to Zaid Comics. They put on a great fun show over there. Phil and Brandon. And thank you, boys. Thank you, boys, for the raid. We're about to get started here. Love to see it. Love to see it. Also, let's say hello to Jim Cox, Point Blank. And let's say hello to Lieutenant Hughes. Lieutenant Hughes, did you come through? Did you come into all this through Jeremy, through his House of the Dragon videos? Or did we know you from before that? Interesting to know. Okay, all right. What's going on tonight? Before we get to the Wednesday fun, there's also some comic fun, as there always seems to be lately. Just because comics are wilding out yesterday doesn't mean they're gonna stop. All right, let me share this screen because, as you'll see, 96. Wow, Zaid raid, man. Get me some more of them. 100 people in here. Hail, Phil and Brandon, and everyone who's joined. Thank you so much. We're going to get into some fun in a second, but I just want to show you guys this because I can, because I've got you here, and because it's new. Where did I go? Hold on. Could you hear me while I was out? I don't know what I clicked there. I clicked something wrong. All right. So this is Lucent Waking Dream Second Chance campaign. The new book, Painted Death, will be hitting our crowdfunding shelves in April. That's the tentative date. I don't know the exact date, but that is the tentative date. Thank you, darling. Hit the like, hit the link, hit the like, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So in the meantime, we are trying to get people to jump on board a second edition. It's a 64-page version of the first book. It doesn't have the extras at the end, which is an interview, which some people like, and some people, I think everyone likes that, especially this guy right here. Admiral Wackass was not a fan of the interviews, so this is definitely going to be up his alley, I think. But as you can see, wow, 48 minutes left. Look at that. I will be extending it until I think the 28th, and we'll do a full-on closeout and everything there. just like Indiegogo. You know, you go full. This is a month, and then we'll extend it out. But a fun thing that I added today, and can I just say, because we haven't said, I don't think we said on this channel, that we have passed the threshold to unlock Oren's amazing print here. So everyone who backs the book, the second edition, will be getting this. And now the next stretch goal is at 7,000 is a bookmark from this awesome Ray Rahu art here. Lieutenant Hugh says, I popped in a few times before, but Jeremy definitely been there a bit more since that. Excellent. Excellent. Lord Ravener says, backer number 95 for the Mag Lad. Right. You got, I think I can interpret that as you got some magnets. I think. Let me just check that. I've got it all pulled up here. You did. He bought the 10 magnets. All right. Well, that's fantastic. How Lord Ravener. That's the thing. I'm a big magnet man. I know some people are sticker people. I know some people are bookmark people. Oh, Shant and Jetty's here. How did I miss Shant? I am slacking tonight. Hal, Shant and Jetty. I don't know how I didn't see you there, buddy. It's because there's 100 people in here. Improby can't get enough bookmarks in his life. All right, so I have added these to the campaign. What are these? Well, if you spend any time on this channel, and if you're watching, I guess you have, you will recognize these. These are a select 10 of the wonderful emojis that members of the channel have access to using here. What have we got here? Hold on a sec. Let me get this down here. Justice for Shant, always. Chad Townsend said he's a sticker fan. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if we raise enough in the last 2 weeks that we can get a sticker in here. But these are going to be, so these are acrylic magnets. So this is one by, this is by Neff. Can you see that? It's like plastic acrylic. It's upside down. He made a pin. I'm turning them into magnets. They're like 3 mil thick. They're really, I really like them. They're really cool. You can get all 10 of these, the full set, the full kit and caboodle for just $15. Now, Lord Ravener, did you get the email? Because it's important. I don't want you guys, if you've already backed before, it's $5 shipping if you haven't backed. So if you just want to get the magnets by themselves, it's $5 shipping. But if you have backed before, you can get you can use this, and I'm happy to share this out because I set this code up for you all. I did indeed get the shipping code. Excellent. So if there's anyone here in the chat, use this code when ordering magnets. All right, there it is there. Now, this, well, I'm going to extend it in 46 minutes, Lieutenant Hughes. It was originally scheduled to end. Now, that code that I just posted in the chat, it will only work on the magnets, and it will only work if you've previously backed the campaign. So if you're not already a backer, it won't work for you. You got to pay the $5 shipping, which is because what I've added here is it's not just only you get 10, you can get 1. I know some people, I asked that question like, would you be interested in these? And people are like, oh, not really all 10, but I wouldn't mind a CG Now or maybe a Hale. Maybe you want a white-faced dick. I don't know. Why wouldn't you want a white-faced dick on your fridge? Maybe you want an F Danny to remind yourself. And as Mobiggs pointed out, you can put the F over your kids' homework. Now they're $2.50 each, and you just buy them as you would normally a thing. But yeah, if you're gonna get them, I'm guessing you're gonna want to use that free shipping because it is still going to be $5 shipping. So no way around that, unfortunately, with physical items. Eric Grant says, I already have a white face dick. Yeah, but do you have it in magnet form, in acrylic magnet form? 80s Maid says, magnets where it's at. They really are, because I like collecting the trading cards, and trust me guys, I'm in the works commissioning trading cards. Are the magnets available as an add-on if I want to get a puzzle and the magnets without the book? Yes. Yeah, if you want to get the puzzle and the magnets without the book, Jeremy, I don't know if you haven't backed, I don't know if you'll be able to use the code, but if you want to get the magnets, like the 15-pack magnets it'll be $5 shipping. But you can, it's just like a store. You can, so just say you wanted, let's go to Jeremy here. He wants to get, I think he wants to get 10 magnets, right? So you add that to cart, and then you would just go down and add the puzzle to cart. Just like simple as that. You probably want to get the 2,000 piece, no logo, because you are an absolute mad lad. That's for like God Emperor people, and then you just check out as such. But again, that code that I posted, it will only work. Actually, let me pin that. Can I pin that code? How do I find that? Oh my God, how do I do this? I'll pin that code to the top of the chat if anyone wants to use it. That will only work on the magnets, and it will only work if you are already a backer. So it's my way of making sure you guys don't have to pay twice for shipping. That's rubbish. We shouldn't have to do that. Magnet envy is so ugly, says Past Master Dan. It can be. It can get ugly. It really can. But look, I don't know. I don't have envy or anything like that. But fantastic. We already solved one. That's amazing. Look, you do. I think these are fun. I think they're silly and cool. Whatever. But yeah, you guys will be the judge. You guys will let me know if you think they're cool. Adam Camber for 10. Jeremy says, nice. I'm going to grab the 10 magnets and probably the 500-piece puzzle. You absolute legend, Jeremy. Thank you. Ginger Root Magnet has a pride of place on my fridge. I'm placing an order for the full set. Hail, Adam. Thank you so much. Legends. The lot of you. The absolute lot of you. All right. We'll check back on the campaign shortly. But before any of that, let's continue on. Actually, I always neglect my rumblers. I'm terrible with the rumblers. I apologize. Let me shrink this down a bit. It's a bit unwieldy. Get Over It Live. Wow. He sent me a $5 rant over on Rumble. You legend. Thank you so much. We've got people watching over on Rumble. Get Over It Live says, hey, hope you're doing well. I am Get Over It. Cap Courage is also watching us on Rumble. We are always simulcast on Rumble, trying to build that up. Admiral Wack asks, what code do we need to use? It's the one pinned to the top of the thing. If you were a previous backer, it'll give you free shipping on the magnets there. If you run into any issues, just send me an email. I will sort it all out for you. So I'm new to using discounts and codes on the site. So again, I want to do this stuff in the Painted Death campaign. So here we are testing it out, making sure it works over here. And Rayton's over on Rumble as well. Hello, Rayton. How you going? All right. Let's get onto some fun stuff here. Did you guys watch Wednesday? It was a surprisingly good show. I don't know. Like, I was intrigued by the design of it. I thought this actually, like the way it's made, it's very cohesive, and the design and everything. I like the logo. I like the whole look of it. I'm a fan of the old Addams Family movies. I really do like them. But you know, it's 2023. It's Netflix. Yeah. Michael, don't ignore Paul and Sumo. What have I done here? Who have I ignored? Hail Sumo, Hail Paul. Did I ignore a member chat? Did I ignore a super chat? Or that's just the general suggestion not to ignore. Cam says it was okay, didn't quite stick the landing. I enjoyed it. The funny thing about this show is it has just scattered throughout like salt and pepper, like they're just sprinkling some condiments on top of the show. Backer numbers. Oh my god. That is outrageous of me. Sumo Thori, backer number 198. Hail Sumo. And was Paul backer number here? Terrible. This is dreadful of me. Absolutely dreadful. Sorry, I can't find it. If you can repost it, that Jeremy, why are you face palming? Why are you face Paul, repost it. I will see it. I will keep an eye out for it. I promise. Mel's like, I'm trying to have lunch and he's making me work. Cam, guess the twist way too early. Oh yeah, it was funny because if you put your backer number in there, in the chat, and then I'll read it out. Paul Og, backer number 200. Wow, excellent. Thank you so much, man. That is getting up there. 200. All right. Hashtag Gatecraft. Yeah, look, I watched it with Victoria. Victoria didn't get, and she's 10. She didn't get the twist at all. If you know anything about how stories are written, it wasn't a twist. It was pretty obvious. But all that aside, when it comes to those sort of twist endings, they don't necessarily have to surprise me. They just need to be satisfactory. They need to align with what they've set up. And they did. Look, I thought it was a fun show. I like the Addams Family stuff. I thought the Jenna Ortega did fantastic with her portrayal of Wednesday. But as I said, it's just sprinkled with these little like jabs, little woke jabs. And they bear no they don't have any effect on the story. They don't have any effect on anything else. It's just they're just like, oh, we're just gonna just say something. It's gonna be an offhand quip, and then we move on. It happened every second episode. So if that gets under your skin, you're probably not gonna like it. But on top of that, it is it's got all kinds of people represented in it: black, white, Latino, all different kinds of people, all different colors of the rainbow. It is as diverse as you could expect it to be in 2023. But I don't think the show itself is woke, like the plot or anything like. It's not about any of that stuff. It was just a normal show about a character and that sort of stuff. It was like Monsters High, I think Ali called it. Does the hype match the show? Look, for 2023, I think it was pretty good. Yeah. 40% Zed said if you have zero tolerance for the woke garbage, you'll be out of there, because it's so weird. It's like they just it's what it's like? It's like spitballs, with a straw. You're just sitting there watching a normal show, and then it's like on the back of your neck. You're like, what was that? And then it just moves on. So Cam says it was better than Sandman. Much better than Sandman. Much better. I mean, Sandman, the agenda was front and center the whole time. Comet says, F this show. Wednesday and the mom were never fighting and had any animosity towards each other. Unlike this show, where's the brother? The show blows ass. Well, I mean, I disagree. I thought it was fine. Watch it with Victoria. Watch it with Mel. Anyway, the point is, it ticked all the boxes. It ticked all the boxes and then some. Is it enough? No. It's not enough. It's never enough for these people. Never. What's to say here? This is CBR. Wednesday's renewed for season 2. It's time to hire more black and Latine. What is this word? Do they have an aversion to or O? They get X is out. We've done with X. X had its run. I think they figured it was racist or something. I guess we're Latine writers now. I don't know. It was written by Tim Burton, I think, for the most part. Jeremy, I thought Latrine too. I thought Latrine too. It is. It's Latinx volume. It's Latinx volume 2. It's like take 2. It's so weird. The severe lack. So it's like there's black and brown people all over the screen all the time. Now we need them in the writing staff. We need them in the gaffers, in the the makeup people, whatever. It's never going to be enough. They need more Latrine Americans. SJWs are pissed. At the start, they were pissed because it was funny at the start because the main actress is a Latina. They tried to drum up some of that fake. Oh, the conservatives are going to be so pissed because Wednesday's not white anymore, and it didn't stick. It was just like whatever. And then when it came out, we'll get into it because it's in the article. You gotta read some of this stuff. It's pretty amazing. All right, so yeah, they want more. Look, it was a good show. It's a big hit show now. Now that it's a big hit show, now we want to sink our claws into it more, even though the signature is all over it. All right, where is it? After a brief period of Wednesday fans were concerned, okay, blah, 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 blah. No, this isn't the good part. While Wednesday was a huge step forward in recognizing the character's ethnicity. Is that is that canon? Like Gomez is obviously like a Spanish name, but is it canon that they're not white? Because there's a lot of white people in Mexico. Spanish. I don't even know where they're from. Are they from Spain? I don't know. They're American. I don't know. Anyway. Admiral Wackass asks, is the unedited version just a line art cover with interviews included? The unedited version is the original comic that was made before Joe got his wonderful fingers on it. It's unedited text, unedited art, unedited colors, different format. You can actually see the format is slightly different lettering and everything. So, and it's in a comic book form. So it's 32 pages long. No one nowhere says, I think in the comic, the original comic, Joshua says, we don't care if she's Latina. We only care if she's hot. There you go. I mean, that's what I think is what's going on here. Anyway, the show faltered when it came to represent its other characters of color. I'm just going to let that sit there. Characters of color. Take that in. Are you a character of color? Not just a person of color, a character of color. Other than the Adamses themselves, were among. Look, here we are. Straight away, second paragraph in, we're counting the races. Oh, let's sit here and count how many black and brown people are in the show. They're race counters. They're not bean counters, they're race counters. Ever since I've been doing these shorts and some of them are getting out into the YouTube space outside of my normal audience, I've been getting all these people who were like, you're an idiot, you don't know what woke is, I'm like, and they're all, it's funny, they're all under the assumption that woke just means you're aware of, I don't know, racial stuff or something. I'm like, no. Woke is looking at a show and not thinking, oh, was it well written? Was it well cast? No, it's counting how many people were of what race and ticking off boxes. And not only that, but making sure that they were a good representation, because they're going to judge the representation. 80s Made is a character of color. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Isn't everyone a color? White is definitely a color. I mean, and I'm not white. I'm a weird shade of yellowy, pinky, hairy skin. If there's too many ninjas on screen, it's not for me. Sorry, says Joshua. We all have our cross to bear. Cam says wokeism interrupts the narrative of any given piece of entertainment. It really does. In this show, it does. Luckily, they're just little flicks. They come and they're gone. There's about, I don't know, 8 of them throughout the entire season. Maybe one an episode, maybe one every couple episodes. I can't remember. I looked at Mel. We just rolled our eyes. Admiral Raka says, holy shit, $15 shipping. Can you guys just admit that Australia is a psyop in the middle of Ohio? Jesus. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. It depends on what you're backing. If you've got concerns with the shipping, Wackass, let me know after the stream and I'll see what I can do for you. Because I'm always worried that there's something, going wrong with all the different products interacting with the shipping. But Jennifer, I think like 10 to 15 is pretty standard. Jennifer Grover, Michael, I'm really later right now, but I love you and your beautiful family and the most excellent chat. Hail, Jennifer Grover. Thank you so much. Basically, I'm a Simpsons character. Yeah, I am. Oh, BoogieBot's here. BoogieBot's getting close to printing, aren't you, BoogieBot? Great to see you back in the chat. I should have added you as the ones we lost. Oh, right. Yeah, I see Admiral Rakas. Yeah, 10. Unfortunately, the poster, it comes flat packed in a bigger thing. So it is $5. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, anyway, back to this. what is she saying here? Knowing Burton's other projects have a history of not representing characters of color at all. Is that a thing? Is that a thing about Tim Burton? I don't know that's true. Anyway, I mean, Tim Burton goes back to the 80s. Come on. Give us a break, CBR. Wednesday feels like a triumph in its efforts in representing non-white characters. Even this. Don't give me this. Mahajino, CBR, digital toilet paper. Yes. When I first put out my comic, and there's a character in there called Amita, who is Indian. The dot, not the feather. And people said to me, oh, thank you so much for representing Indian culture. And you don't pat me on the back for having people in my story. I don't want it. Don't pat other people in the back for just being normal. Sure, if you go out of your way to like denigrate and really make a bad representation out of hate, call that out. But just being normal, don't shout that out as a celebration. That's I don't like this. I don't like this. Anyway, it's also a disservice given the poor stereotypes assigned to the show's few black characters. And here we go. This is the controversy. They didn't like the fact. Now be careful what you wish for. You want equality, you want diversity, you want inclusivity. Normal, says John. Normal? Yes, normal. But they didn't like the fact that there are two bullies in this show. And of course they jumped the gun. These bullies both have character arcs where they realize that, spoiler alert, being a bully isn't a good thing. And they're black. So they were like, oh, the representation of black people in Wednesday, really, it's tone deaf. It's off the mark. Why can't black, they don't want black people represented as bad guys. That's a guy from, who's the guy in Silicon Valley? I just did a short on this. He was also in that god-awful Eternals movie. He's an Indian guy who was like, oh yeah, I went in Hollywood. They were like, we don't want to have non-white people play bad guys because what kind of message is that sending? This is the bed that they have made for themselves. It doesn't matter how diverse and inclusive and podcastic these shows get. It will never be enough for these shitheels on sites like this who will go through with a thing ticking off, who was how were they represented? How many people were represented? Anyway, with season 2 on the horizon, hiring writers and directors of both black and latrine backgrounds could improve representation on the screen and behind it too. Well, I saw it putting black people in places of power in the show. Take out the race out of, it was pretty even across the board. It looked like any kind of, American metropolitan setting in 2023. You're going to have, there were mean white kids, there were mean black kids, there were nice white kids, there were nice black kids, or I don't know, latrine, whatever it is. Sumo says, thanks for representing the nippleless population in your book, Bancroft. Thank you, Sumo. I'm happy to do it. It's so weird. Jeremy says, unfortunately, a lot of the diversity these days is just cheap tokenization. Well, that's when you focus it on. That's what you're going to get. It's not real storytelling. Gig Bubba, the mayor who was the police sheriff is black. He's literally the authority in this town. Oh, they say that actually. They say that here, that it was tone deaf. Where is it? It was tone deaf. Is it down here? Oh yeah, so this girl, she starts off as a bit of a bully, but the sheriff, who's literally the mayor, who was the sheriff, he's in charge of doing something with Pilgrim World. Like it's set in one of the original 13 colony states, I guess, because it's got Pilgrim stuff in there. And yeah, so that's tone deaf. That's a tone deaf depiction. So if you had more black and latrine writers, they would have been able to better handle this this situation. What does shit heal? Do you guys not use the word shit heal, Jolly Green? I don't know. I mean, the majority of America is not New York, says 40% said. Well, I don't know. I don't know. You guys can say, no, this is all woke nonsense. Maybe it is. There's definitely in there. There's definitely stuff in there. Comment says, keep up the good work, Bancroft. If you've liked the show, that's cool, man. Glad you like it. Hope season 2 is better than 1. I like having a show I can watch with my daughter and not have it just be complete, like you're never going to get anything in 2023 that doesn't have something in there, or rarely, but at least it's not like focused on it. Hopefully that's the hope. Jennifer Grover for 5. Michael, Mel, and my dear chat. I hope I didn't miss anyone who greeted me personally. If I did, please accept my apologies. I love you all, my babies. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Mahajno says, Bancroft also liked Beverly Hills 90210. Not really good. I didn't really like that. I mean, Gordon Goodbrother says, city folk don't know what shit hill is. I don't know. Sometimes I say stuff and people are like, that's an Australian thing that no one says. But, other people do know it. Let's go back here and check this out. Actually, let me stop showing that for a second. I don't know if I go in here and remove things from my... Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Sorry. I'm so worried about doxing myself. Shouldn't be. I'm in Australia. I'm going to remove this from things from my cart that I just put in there earlier. I'm going to go back in here. We're going to go here and see what we're looking at here. Ooh, nice. 193 backers, 6,690. We're getting very close to unlocking that extra bookmark, which is fantastic. 21 minutes left to go. I'm going to run this out. I'm going to run it out and see what it says. Again, this is all just testing. This is the soft launch. We're testing to see what happens here. So thank you to everyone who's backing. Lombasi says, God, I hope the woke keep stabbing each other in the back. It's what they get. Yeah, they make their bed, lie in it. I mean, hopefully the people who are making the show don't read this nonsense, think, oh, maybe we need to get a sensitivity writer in. Just, write a good story, do whatever you need to do, but keep this stuff out of it. Jeremy doxes himself on almost every stream. Sketch says, I thought the show was fine. The woke stuff wasn't nearly as bad as other shows have been. I know. Is this where we're at? We're so bruised and battered from god awful woke shows that we're like, oh, it's only a little bit. We're only getting stabbed a little bit. It's like little nicks. They're not just out and out putting an axe in our back. So I don't know, maybe it isn't as good as I think it is, because I'm a bit jaded at the moment, but I enjoyed it. All right, let's continue on here. We got 6 people watching over on Rumble. How are you, Rumblers? We've got 138 over here on YouTube. Friggin' legends, please do like the stream. Please do subscribe if you're not. I have been doing more shorts lately. They've really been helping the channel out like crazy. I'm going to try to commit to doing one a day. We'll see how that goes, but it's working. And finally, the channel is growing again for the first time ever. If you did come here through the shorts, Ace, great to have you here. Bigfoot Loch Ness says, whoop, whoop. Welcome to the show, Bigfoot Loch Ness. That is a very cool avatar you have there. I like the look of it. Smang that melee button, says Jeremy. And Jennifer's back. Michael and family and all my angels, I want to say goodbye. I'm too loaded. I have to go sleep. Good night. Good night, Jennifer. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out tonight. Thank you for always hanging out. And thank you for your super chats as well. Your generosity does not go unnoticed. Gordon Goodbrother, why are you complaining about fleas with all these ticks everywhere? Is that what it is? We have to triage the wokeness in our entertainment. Although Benjamin has a good point. It's only a little woke equals it's only a little nugget turd in my soup. Not the whole banana. It is you make a good point. I mean, I do wish they would get it out completely. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think there's at least a good 5 years of this to come. But hopefully more and more stuff will be free of it. I'm not holding my breath. What else have I got here? Oh, so we looked at, what did we look at yesterday? That Muslim mosque panel page was off the chart. I mean, that was cringe on levels never seen before. I don't know we're gonna be able to top that for a while, but this is good. This is a good little snack. This is like a bag of chips in terms of cringe. I don't know if this is new. I know nothing about this. I just saw this on this Twitter account, Reddit Lies comics thread. Locks a thread where people complain about a character correcting pronouns in the middle of combat. This goes back. They've been doing this for years now. Remember the Thor thing where the characters stopped fighting in the middle of a fight because of women's power? They're like, I'm not going to fight you today because we're women together in this man's world, and in the middle and stuff. And it's like, you're using feminism like a 4-letter word, punch, that sort of stuff. It's still good though. It's still a good little snack that I do like to take a bite of. My husband saw this on Twitter. Can anyone tell me which comic is this, who the characters are? Too many people triggered by diversity existing, locking this. Oh, that was the mod. There's too many people triggered by diversity. Yeah, they're not triggered by cringe propagandist writing in comic books. But again, I don't know what comic it is. So maybe it's one of those comics where, like, if you're coming into it expecting it not to be woke, well, that's kind of your problem. Like, buyer beware. So here's a character saying, don't worry about me. Even stuck in this body, I'm still a defender. And I prefer they to she. That's someone they're fighting, I presume. And this character says, I'll remember. It's a small thing in a battle, but who we are is all we have. I know it's not the mosque. But it's still a good little snack. Mahashino's triggered by stupidity. Well, I guess you've been triggered here. 40% said Reddit calls itself the front page of the internet, but really it is an autistic filing cabinet. Oh, you guys are picking up the slack from Mo tonight. Thank you so much. That is autistic filing cabinet. The only time I ever hear about Reddit is people getting banned and things being closed down. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's new. I don't know if it's old. I don't know if you should have expected it. You would hope you wouldn't find it in a big mainstream Marvel book like Spider-Man, but we found it in there. Attack of the Mosque Monster. Couldn't make this shit up. It was, I think I'm gonna have to make a short about that. It is beyond. I can't even. Evolution says it's inspirational. It's ridiculous. This is the kind of writing is driving comic sales into the ground. Did you guys see Shane's video today where he showed they had the year on year for the top 20 comics sold this month or something? And last year the top one was 180. And then this year, the top one was 100, and all the others in the top 20, they're down to like 20,000 sales. It really is dire out there. And is it any surprise? Is it any wonder why? Adam Kemba for 2, dripping with bisexual lighting. It's the lighting choice for all poctastic woke-tards. And thank you for the super chat. Lombardi for 5. I've argued with probably 1,000 wokies. Want to guess how many times we found common ground and they were honest about anything? I ignore them now. Yeah, I know. I'm getting so many comments from them lately from all these shorts. I love it because it means it's like the message is getting out there into normie territory. But my God, it's the same thing over and over again. First of all, they come with you and say, well, I'm left-leaning. Are you saying that I'm like this? And I say, no, it's not left, right, whatever, like centrist. You can be left-leaning. That's fine. There's people here in this chat who are probably left-leaning. I know Brian Criscow is proud lefty. who was not on board with this woke stuff. But like, this is woke. We're talking about woke here. And then all you have to do is scratch the surface just a little bit, and it comes out every time. 100% of the time. You're exactly right. It comes out. The ideology can't help but shine through. And then they get really, and when that happens, when the mask slips, they get really angry. They come in really calm and, you know, trying to be very taking the moral high ground. But when they leave screaming and spitting every time. Jeremy says the mosque shit was ridiculous. Couldn't believe it was real. I know. I checked it 5 times to see that it was real, because I also thought, because, you know, they did that with ISIM. They made fake dialogue, but I mean, the art was there, and really, you know, people who have big names were saying, no, this is real. This is a real thing. It's the musket, says Eric Weathers called it musket. Blame the Tumblr purge, says Tiny Baby Sloth. Way back when the weirdo spread out like cancer. I remember it happening. I remember it. We thought that they would be like vampires and see the light of Normie Day and be like, and just scuttle back into their dens. They didn't. They came. They were legion, and they took over TikTok. They've taken over large swathes of Twitter. Luckily, they can't take over YouTube, because YouTube is a video platform, and you can't. Well, a long form video platform. I suppose they could take over Shorts, but you know, you can't engage people when you're a complete and utter weirdo who's a lunatic. The moral high ground and arrogance is the worst. Sticking to a stupid ideology and acting superior because of it is infuriating. That's Lombasi saying that. Jay Ryan says, I think most of us were likely slightly left of center before all of this, but the left went so far we ended up being on the right without moving an inch. That's what happened to me. I would have called myself far left probably a decade ago. So, yeah, it is what it is. Although I was an idiot back then. I thought I was clever, and I was highly ignorant. So, here's what it is. What else we got here? Oh, Heidi McDonald. I don't know what this is from, but this is Norm. He tweeted this out. Dear Heidi, enjoy your upcoming employment. Yours truly, the Cult of Hats. So Heidi has been, pretty active on Twitter lately because of the whole, we should bring back, sales charts. That'll pump up morale in this comic book industry where the top selling comic is bordering on previous cancellation numbers. And, the articles have been written. I don't know if this is from an article or what this is from, but here's Heidi McDonald responding to all. I mean, your boy Zach's been talking about it. Shane's been talking about it. I'm sure Ethan's probably been talking about it as well. I was talking about lots. Eric July was talking about it. Lots of people talking about this. So here's her response. The discussion also drew out comments directed at me from that faction of the comics reading audience. At least we acknowledge that we read comics. We actually read and buy comics, Heidi. That's what goes on over here. That believes that diversifying the readership and creators of the big two comics has killed the comics. Diversifying the readership is another way of saying we chased after a fandom audience that we didn't know existed. Turns out it didn't exist, and in the process alienated all our existing audience, of which there were many, and now they're all gone, turned off comics altogether, doing other things. A tiny sliver, thankfully, have followed decent creators into the indies, but not enough. We're trying our best to win them back. It's a hard slog. That just kind of years and years and years of good YouTube to sort of say, hey guys, they're not all bad. There's still some good comics being made. While ignoring the other distribution, demographic, and physical challenges to the market segment. Now, we don't ignore anything. We talk about everything. It's just you can't get past the I guess, what is it? The fog, the narrative fog that you put up in front of us so that no one else can see exactly what we're talking about. I mean, we talk about that sort of stuff to a fault, too much, I would say. It is impossible to have a conversation with these folks. The projection on display here is staggering. What were we just talking about, Lombasi? What were we just talking about? It's impossible to have a conversation with these folks because they have a cult-like mindset based on getting their info from MSM. MSM? I think it's like mainstream media. That doesn't make any sense. They're the mainstream. Anyway, MSM-like entities that profit off their insecurity. The projection is... Mahaj, no, I will never acknowledge that. You know I won't. $10.68. Thank you so much, Lombasi. 2019, couldn't tell you what the left and right wing were. But then I was getting harassed and told silence is violence. And I soon found out. Literally, it was not political, but the left dragged me in. That is the experience of so many people. I mean, that's the experience of when you get red-pilled. You're just trying to live your life, and they say, yeah, there's no, what do they say? There's no standing still on a moving train or some BS, like whatever it is. Everything is political, and you get dragged into this thing that you really would, rather not be, but just wanting something apolitical to them is right wing. So, and thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the super chat. All right. What else are you guys saying? It's hard to have a conversation when you refuse every opportunity to actually have a conversation. I know, right? We have the cult-like mindset. It's staggering. It really is. It really is mind-blowing. What are they saying here? But ironically, by championing crowdfunding campaigns of various types that do have gaudy numbers. Jealous much, Heidi McDonald? Gaudy. Making a lot of money. Obscene amounts of money in some cases. Millions of dollars on comic books. It's gaudy. It's unbecoming of an artiste to make so much money on comic books when others are out there struggling to pay their rent and living off cat food. It is gaudy. It's beautiful. It's delicious. I love it. Capitalism, the free market at play. Give people what they want and they will pay for it. They'll give you their money. Give people lies and garbage and pocktastic diversity, and I guess you get what you deserve. The crowd has ample reason to feel proud of their success. Thank you. We do. We do feel proud. Very proud, actually. It's been a long, hard road, and it's not over yet, obviously. But there's been a lot of hardships along the way. A lot of things we've had to overcome, still overcoming. The tarnished name, all the lies and smears. But people are winning. People are succeeding. Not everyone, obviously. But some people are. Some people are succeeding in extraordinary fashion. I'm hoping that one day I will be able to join their ranks and be one of these gaudy success stories. The crowd here will be able to feel proud about. But thank you for the encouragement. She called crowdfunding begging yesterday, past Master Dan. She did, even though just recently she was doing a Patreon call out. Weird. Tiny baby sloth. We don't give a fuck about you weirdos. We really don't. I like laughing at them, though. I like laughing at them. I like monetizing their weirdness. I like capitalizing on their strange and using that to fuel what we do over here. Now, speaking of, what have I got up here? I'll skip that because we only have a few minutes left. I like to shout out at the end of these shows. I like to shout out some awesome stuff I've found on Twitter. This is Ricardo Jaime. Do you guys know Godslap? Are you familiar with this book? I remember the name. I feel like it's been around a while. I think it's quite successful. All I know is Ricardo is a beast of epic proportions, a real artist who I'm really digging lately. I know he did the cover for Bloodbone recently. John's heard of Godsmack. No, Godslap. God slap. I think it's an ongoing series. Hello, Sam Rogers. How you going? He points out 121 people watching, 123 now. Please do give the stream a like. Subscribe if you're not. Get the notification bell on. I'm always worried with the mixing shorts with the streams if there's going to be weird notifications things happening. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Sounds familiar. Yeah, either way, I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool. I was hoping one of you guys would know. Oh, some person says there's a Red Valkyrie auction tomorrow. Oh, excellent. Check that out. Art lineup. Luke Stone, Dan Plagle, Nerium, Sean Howe, Jason Bascom, Reenie, Rod Looper. Ooh, in Rod we trust. Luke, Mike, another Mike, Selena, Christy, and Shelby. Well, that sounds excellent. That's the YouTuber Moistricicle's book. He's a YouTuber. Yeah, look, I think this did really. The YouTuber Critical something. Yeah, I don't know. He's huge. Yeah, like either way, this art's cool. This is my part of my New Year's resolution. Whenever I see cool stuff out there, I am shouting it out. Like this. This is a cool little video that Shane Mess made from King Toad. You guys know him. Actually, I've got to share the audio on this. So that was fun. A little bit of fun to wake up to. I'm in there. So I'm going to share it out. But no, it's really cool. It's really cool little promo that I guess he's doing over there on TikTok. Bro is old school, like 4 million subs. Holy cow. My son watches him. Don't forget the Rumble viewers. I'll never forget the Rumble viewers. We have, 10 watching over on Rumble. Hell, you Rumblers. Get into the alt tech. I love to see it. What are we up to there? I think we're like 364 subs over on Rumble. Saw that video. It was really good. Yeah, this sort of stuff is great. It's like a little promo stuff. We saw what they're getting up to in the mainstream. Come check out what they're doing, what we're doing over here in CG. Shadowpunk, Groken, Frog G, Gem Shock. These are all doozies. Winners. Kozor. I still haven't gotten my... Where's my Kozor? Oh, that's Shane's book, The Mothman. Is that it? Is that... No, Ominous? Oh, I missed that one. Bloodbone. There you go. That's Ricardo. Oh, and that's Donald on the interiors. Reaper Destroyer. Butch Cleaver. The Bone Collector. Where am I? Oh, Death. Lost Pages. This is rad. Good on him. Hello. I like that. Bam. Anyway, there you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. And lastly, I want to shout this out because Von reached out to me the other day. He needed some help with some pre-press stuff. Helped him out. I have now seen Terror in the Trenches. He's got the print file. It's at print. It's going to print. So this will be fulfillment starting towards the end of the month. 1,343 backers. Black Terror in the Trenches. Just an amazing book. I mean, it's as good as it looks. That's all I can say. I didn't read it. I was like, nope, I'm going to wait till I get it. I could have, but I didn't. I was just looking at the pages and everything. It's exactly phenomenal. Exactly. And Von Klaus is one of the best of us as well. He is a top guy. So cool. I wish I could be as cool as Von Klaus, but I don't know if I can be. The campaign makes the book look amazing. It really is. And it's something like 100 pages, and it's all like this. It really spared no expense. So let me put the link there in the chat for you. A top G, says Jeremy. He really is. He really is a top G. So jump on this. I don't know. I think Von keeps his in demand for a long time, which I approve of because I always have something to sell. That's what I say. Love this art, says Nintendo Ginger. It is a dream team. He's got an Italian artist. She does the line art, and then he's got this colorist who is like a dream colorist. I don't even know if he's announced who he is, but really, really amazing. This is a great value too. I think you can get the whole. Even you can get it digital. You can get the book, $25, and it's a big hefty book, 100 pages. So do jump on Terror in the Trenches. Von deserves way more. Says SDA. I agree, but I never say that. I do say that we should check in on Lucid Waking Dream. Look at that. Okay, so what happened? All right, it disappeared. Excellent. I just wanted to test that out. The little countdown. I'll get it back up. We'll go till January 28th. We'll do a proper closing out thing, I think. Look at these magnets. We sold wow! Oh my God, we sold 8. I was worried that we wouldn't sell 1. Thank you so much. Hail. Oh my God. That is incredible. These are going to be so much fun. That is amazing. I want to know if anyone bought any individually. Because people were saying, I don't know if I want to get the whole pack. I know I put it out there because people said none sold. Okay, I didn't really expect, because it's like, especially if you're going to buy it by yourself and you haven't backed before, it's like $5 shipping on a $2 thing. It's like, I understand. Wow. Thank you. That is phenomenal. You guys rock. You guys rock. I want that Gay Time ice cream bar, says Sheila. Well, you can get it. I don't know if you backed it. The best way to get it is, I think, if you just want the one sticker, the one magnet, I mean, you can get it and pay the shipping, whatever. But like, if you get the book, you can just add it as an add-on. So you just say you buy the book and then you go to the acrylic magnet. It's $2.50. You can get it as an add-on. It won't add any shipping. Like, no matter how many you get, I don't think it won't add any shipping. So you'll be able to get that. They're little, for those who aren't aware, they're like little acrylic. They're very cool. And they'll have a little round magnet on the back. You can stick it on your fridge. You can stick your kids' artwork up on the fridge. You can just put them on the fridge because they look cool. Oh, I was talking about the food. You wish you could have a golden gay time. It's hard to have a gay time on your own, though. Phenomenal. Thank you for sharing the cgnow.net link as well. All right, that will be it for me. We're already over time. I've got to go away and build Rob's. We're calling it the Great Wheel Giveaway. So I've got to finish that website. That will be going live tomorrow, I think. Hopefully, we'll be able to do a stream about it if it's up in time. And we'll get that thing started. That's going to be fun as well. So much happening. Not enough time to do everything. I want to thank, we have 130 people watching the whole time. Thank you so much, guys. Please do give the stream a like, leave a comment afterwards. That always helps. Thank you everyone who watched on Rumble as well. Go subscribe. Go subscribe there if you want to support Alt Tech and secure this whole thing up. But that's it from me. Thank you. The biggest thank you of all. Well, the only thank you. No, they've got 2 thank yous. Thank you especially to everyone who backed today. That was awesome. I was worried. I didn't know what was going to happen. You guys rock. The bigger, and then the other thank you goes out to the wonderful, the amazing, incredible, spectacular, and always phenomenal, sexiest chat in all of CG. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, have a great night. Bye.
Individually, we are weak, like a single twig, but as a bundle, we form a mighty